guys, today's video is going to be my September Lumi Box video, which I am super excited for. The theme of this month is spring is here. Obviously, it makes a lot of sense because September is the first month of spring. So this box is actually like quite fun and colourful, which I absolutely love. And I apologize if you can hear the birds in the background. I am filming like in the evening, which is when they like to sing. So please enjoy the bird sounds if you can hear them. I'm not sure if my new microphone will pick them up or not, but I guess we'll find out. But anyway guys, let's launch straight into these products. It is a lot of makeup this month. I was super excited when I opened the box and saw it all. Like all the packaging is like quite colourful. Well, most of the packaging is quite colourful. So I was like, oh my god, this is so exciting. Oh, also, I'm not sure if you remember from my last month's video, one of the items that I got was broken in it and they were going to send me a replacement of that product this month, but they actually sent me an email right after they shipped it, like apologizing, but they'd forgot to pack it for this month. So they said they'd put it in my next box, which was really lovely of them to like let me know before I got the box and stuff. I thought that was really sweet. They honestly have such good customer service. Like I've never experienced customer service like this before. But anyway, let's get into my Lumi Box. So the first product is the Laritzy Cosmetics Shade Stix Contour Stick in the shade Mahalo. This formula is highly pigmented, buildable, and weightless to make it easy to accomplish that perfectly blended look that will stay all day. And this RRPs for $32.50. So that's pretty exciting if you ask me. I actually don't have much experience with cream bronzers. I've got one or two, but I rarely use them. So I'm excited to give this one a go today. I know you can either like dab the brush on, but I think because I'm just feeling like it today, I'm just gonna draw it on. Oh, that was probably too thin. And oh, see how I go with it, I think. God, I hope this isn't too pigmented because I feel like I've put a lot there. Okay, I'm definitely not used to using Stix, so I'm not used to drawing like this. We'll see what happens. I feel like I need to bronze my neck. Let's start with that, shall we? So I'm just gonna take this brush here and blend it out with that and hope for the best. Hopefully it's blendable. Ooh, oh my god, okay, that's really, really blendable. This was actually the choice product of the month. You had a choice between this one and like this warm color in Mahalo and a cooler toned one. I went for the warmer toned one. I feel like I usually prefer a warmer toned bronzer. Usually if I'm using a cooler toned one, it's the Countour, and I don't often like properly contour. But maybe I should have gotten a cooler toned one. I don't know. I'm liking it though. I think it looks really good. And it's amazing. Like it blends out really well. Let's steal this. You know what? I feel like it's dried down a bit, but well. Actually gonna add a little bit more to this side just because I feel like I'm not as bronzed on this side. I mustn't have put as much on. I swear I bought like the loudest office chair ever. Like it cracks so much, and now that I'm trying to make it crack, there was a crack. It doesn't do it. But anyway. Okay guys, so I absolutely love this. I think it is so freaking nice. It blended so well. It didn't dry down too quickly for me. I didn't think, like, you know how sometimes I do like one side first because I'm not sure if it's going to dry down. Because I'm not used to using cream bronzers, I didn't like think that I should do that. Thank goodness it didn't. Especially because it did dry down on my hand, but it was on my hand for a little while before I put it on my face. But I just feel like that blended absolutely flawlessly. It's a nice color. I feel like you can build it up quite well as well, which is really good. Like from my experience of my 2 layers on this side, I feel like it looks really nice and I'm really enjoying it. My skin feels soft and not tacky at all, so that's good as well. So if you didn't want to like put setting powder over it, you don't have to, I don't believe. But anyway, let's keep going with these products. The next item I got is this. It is the BellaPierre Cosmetics Pro Blush Quad Palette, which includes 4 pressed blush powders in the shades Rose, Autumn, Plum, and Sugar. This RRPs for $35. And it's pretty freaking adorable if you ask me. I'm just going to quickly swatch these shades for you. It says they're 4 blushes, but like, I don't know if you can see them. Like, so this one's obviously quite red and these ones are all very natural, like almost browns. They're really quite pretty. I really like them. You can tell though this one's very light, but it is showing up on my skin. It's like an interesting array of colours. Like I feel like I kind of want to mix them all together. So maybe that's what we're going to do today. I'm just going to grab this loose fluffy brush and I'm going to kind of like dab into all of them just to mix it around a bit. I'm going to pop this on. Ooh. As always with my blush application, I may have gone a bit too far. You can see it's actually quite very like warm. I think that reddy sort of orangey hue of blush is definitely like the most pigmented, like it's coming out the most. I just wanted to try them all on my face at once to see what it looks like, but I feel like that's definitely piercing through the other colors in vibrancy. But it's really nice. It's like a really lovely like sort of summery sort of blush. It's like a pinky orangey red sort of color. I really like it. That's really nice, and I can't believe how pigmented it was. Like it went on so easily. Ooh. Ew. Ew. I don't know what's wrong with me tonight, guys. Sorry. One of my colleagues leaving work, so we had like a drinks party for work. So I've had a few drinks, and apparently that makes me go ooh. But anyway, that is very impressive, and I really like that. Let's keep going with the rest of these products and see how we go. That's how you clean swatches off the arm? Not really. Anyway, it's actually working. Blending it out. Anyway. Okay guys, I have just added on some highlighter, powder and an eye primer because I didn't get those in the box, because the next item is an eyeshadow palette. So exciting. I haven't received an eyeshadow palette in the box in like a little while. I don't even know how long, maybe like 1 or 2 months, you know. I love my eyeshadow palettes even though I have way too many. Probably don't need any more, but this one I was like, this is really cool looking. It's really different and it's so colourful and I love it. As soon as I opened it, I was like, it took me a minute to open because it's a bit confusing. You'll see. Anyway, let's just do it. It is the Modelrock Graffiti Collection Colour Playbook Palette in Neon and Pastels Series 1, which is freaking cool as, if you ask me. Like, it looks amazing. It's like magnetic and it rotates, which is really fun. Like, that's why it took me so long to open, because I was sitting there trying to open it like this or like this, and I was like, what's happening? And then I was just like, wait, and it just opened, and I was like, that makes a lot of sense. That was why I couldn't open it the other ways. But anyway, this palette features 8 high pigmented, high performance shades specifically curated for the artist within you, formulated to give your skin a nourishing boost with botanical actives including sunflower seed wax, jojoba esters, and acacia flower wax. And it retails for $39.95. It says, for best result and easy removal, apply with our creamy and luxurious eye elixir first for an intense pop of color that glides on smoothly and stays put all day. Which I actually already received their eye primer in a previous Lumi box, so that's the eye primer I've already popped on. So just because it told me to, I thought, why not use like the same brand primer to the same brand eyeshadow? And it does say like it will come off easier, because like sometimes with like really like bright pigmented eyeshadows, they can be difficult to remove. So we'll see how we go with this one. I'm not 100% sure what I want to do, but I feel like it just looks so freaking cool. Let's just pop into anything. Okay, I have no idea what I'm going to do, so I'm just going to do what I feel and we'll see what happens. So I'm going to start by taking a fluffy shader brush and popping into this shade here called Vibes, and I'm going to pop this in my crease. I'm really worried I didn't put enough of the primer on, so we'll see how we go. This may never come off my face. But it's blending like a dream already, like, ooh. I feel like I may have gone into 2 different colours there, but I'm not 100% sure. Like, I feel like I put this one on this eyelid and this one on that eyelid, but I can't remember. So now we're just going to slightly mix those colours just in case I have gone into both. I'm just putting them both in the crease just to make sure they match. Whoa. Okay, these are super pigmented, so go in with a light hand. Guys, apparently after I have 2 drinks I shouldn't be doing my own makeup, so let's see how this turns out today. Very, very bright. I'm not used to wearing pink eyeshadow. This makes me feel like I didn't go into that shade before. And now I'm bringing it over my lid just because I feel like I've already done so much pink and peach on the top. It's all going to be this colour. Remember, light hand. Nearly went crazy there. Ow! Okay, I'm okay. Okay. So next up, what we obviously have to do is go into this shade here called All a Dream. And I'm going to run this all the way along my lower lash line because we have to use this shade because it's absolutely stunning. I feel like I'm going to look like I'm insane. Maybe I'm going to look like a circus clown. Let's see. Let's see how we go with this. This is what happens when you never plan anything and like you just see something and do whatever you want with it. Because that's how I roll. Okay, so next up, I'm going to use my fingers for these because you know what, no, I'm going to try a flat shader brush and see what it's like. So I'm going to pop into the shade here called Peacock. You know what, I don't know if that's going to work, we'll see. Oh. Not too bad. Now I'm just going to take a thin little brush like this and pop into this shade here called No Trespassing, the purple shade. Very gently. I'm just going to kind of like wipe off the edges. And I'm going to run this along my lower lash line just on the outer corner. I'm going to be super careful with this shade because it's like a bit shimmery. So I don't want it to like be too glittery or anything like that. Like I don't want to get much fallout if I can avoid it. They're more of a shimmer than a glitter, so I actually think I'm going alright with like the whole fallout front. I'm going to go into this shade, just the shade called Blue Heart, with the same brush because I'm lazy, and just go over that purple spot as well. So just kind of like mix them together. Wow, that is pigmented. That may have been a bit thick. Oh well. A bit rough on the lower lash line there. I'm going back into the purple shade and just blending that together a bit better. And now I've taken it the whole way across, just to look even more interesting. And now, because I'm crazy, I'm going to go into the gold shade here called Queen with a flat shader brush, and I'm going to pop this in my inner corners. And I'm going to drag it out a little bit onto the lid. Okay, and now I think because it's such a contrast, the pink to the blue, I'm going to try and make it a tiny bit more subtle by adding this shade at the bottom, All a Dream. Just trying to blend it together a little bit with that, just to cool it down because I think it might be a little bit too warm. Ooh, but I have to be really careful not to like mess up my other shades very well. Just clean all the excess off onto my hand and let's do the other side. There we go. I feel like that's calmed it down a little bit. I just think the pink I went a bit too far with, like when mixing in these two like fluoro colors, but I actually think it's really interesting. I think in future I might try and stick to one like color family rather than using pretty much every shade in this palette. Legit, the only shade I haven't used in this palette right now is Rollers, and now I'm like, should I add it? But I just, you know what? Let's add a tiny bit of Rollers in the crease as well. Because it's a cool tone pink. It's a cool tone pink. It's okay. I'm just using the same brush that I used to pop that one in my crease. Well, like, actually, to be honest with you, I'm not putting it in my crease. I'm, like, putting it, like, just above my crease and slightly into my crease. What do you guys think? Crazy? I don't have any more makeup, so I'm just going to finish off my makeup and I'll be back to go through the last products with you. There we go, guys. I have finished off the rest of my makeup. I waterlined and tightlined with some purple eyeliner, and I just put on normal black mascara, and I also use a mascara primer just to get my lashes that little bit longer, just because I felt like it really needed like a oomph on the eyelashes. And I also put on setting spray to melt it all into my face. I was thinking about putting on liquid eyeliner as well, but I thought that might make it a bit too much, so I thought I'd leave it at this. It's a very different look for me. It's a lot of colors. I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like that's what I always say about my makeup looks. I'm always like, I kind of like it, but I do, so I can't help that. It's just like really interesting, I think. I think it definitely helps having like the bigger lashes. Like it would probably look really good with falsies, to be honest with you, but it's like late in the day and I'm 2 drinks down and like 1.5 drinks down, let's be honest. And I don't feel like putting on false eyelashes. I'm really not that good at it, and it just takes me so long, and I feel like I'm wasting them when I should be using them for events. But if I didn't say before, that palette is amazing, by the way. I absolutely love it. Those colors are so pigmented. Like it was so easy to use. Everything blended out really well. So freaking pigmented, like I barely even touched my brush to the pan, and look at this. This is what it's done. I am super impressed with this palette. I think next time maybe I'll try something a little simpler rather than using like every eyeshadow in the palette. Which, I mean, 8 eyeshadows on one face, I feel like that's a lot. Especially when they're this like different. But anyway, so the next product that I got is the Lowengrip Get a Grip Hand Balm for hands and cuticles instant absorption deep hydration. It has a refreshing and uplifting verbena and star anise fragrance. It's a fast absorbing hand balm that will soften and soothe as it works its magic, and its chic, Scandi minimalist packaging will look good on your desk or by your bedside. And it retails for $19. And I do actually really like the smell. I'm not sure what those things are, verbena or star anise, probably saying them both wrong, but they smell really nice. It's like it's not like a strong fragrance at all. It's like very subtle, but it feels really nice, and so far it feels really good. And I always like a hand cream. Like I very rarely buy them for myself. I rub moisturizer into my hands and feet every night, and usually I just use like a body moisturizer, but if I have a hand cream, I will use a hand cream instead. I just put the same cream on my hands and feet because I can't be bothered, like, you know, putting cream on my feet and then putting a different cream on my hands. I'm like, I might as well just use the same one. I don't know. Maybe I should be using different creams. Tell me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I don't think it really matters. Okay, so the final product that I got in my Lumi box is the Purlisse Watermelon Makeup Remover Wipes. They cleanse and refresh the skin with a delicious watermelon scent, and it retails for $12. I am super excited to try these. I never use makeup remover wipes anymore. They are so convenient though, but I just use like makeup remover and like the face halos, or like one of the different types of face cloths. I have a few now, just to like, you know, be a bit better for the environment. But these are really convenient. I find these really good when I'm like staying at people's houses and stuff like that. So I'm excited to have some. Not that I really ever stay at anyone's house anymore, because, you know, I can never leave my house because we're always in lockdown. But if I go to my boyfriend's house and I wear makeup, I'll use these to take it off. I'm just gonna open them. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, breathe. Okay. I don't know if they smell like watermelon. They smell nice and sweet and mildly like tequila, but that could be because I've got alcohol right next to me. But they have like a really nice smell. It's just like, I feel like all like alcohol wipes end up smelling sort of like alcohol-y. I mean, the alcohol wipes, all makeup wipes end up smelling sort of like the cleaning products in them, but they do smell pretty nice, so it should be a nice experience like cleaning my makeup off with these. I will be sure to let you know how I go with these in future. I will let you know if I liked them or not. But yeah, also I forgot to say I put on like a lip liner and a lip gloss before. I'm not 100% sure if it goes really well, but this was like my third option, and I was just like, let's just run with this. But anyway guys, that brings us to the calculation portion of the Lumi Box video. So the total value of this box comes to $138.45, which is a hell of a lot more than I paid for it. I paid $49 for this Lumi Box. This is the base Lumi Box, which I don't think I said before. I am honestly super impressed with all these products, as I pretty much always am for Lumi Box. All the makeup products that I've used are really nice. Everything that I've gotten from this brand, Lowengrip, I've never heard of them before I started getting the Lumi Boxes, but I've gotten like, I think this will be my 3rd or 4th product from them, and I really like them. They're like nice. They always smell nice. They make my skin feel good. So I'm excited to keep using that. I'm excited to get more of their products as well. If this has tickled your fancy at all, there is a code in my below description box that you can use to get 10% off your first Lumi Box. So either the base box or the premium box. But obviously you don't have to use it. You don't have to subscribe. It's just up to you. It's just there if you want to use it. But anyway guys, that brings us to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked it. If you have any questions about any of the products that I used or anything that I did, let me know and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And if you would like to like this video or subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate that too. And hopefully I will see you soon. But anyway, oh, I'm gonna put on that. Can you say that? But anyway guys, let's lunch. Oh god, I've done like so. Okay, I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna... Okay. Oh. Oh my god. It's bloody pigmented. Look at that. Just accidentally swiped it.